Hi, Abby and Becca. So it was the day just ended. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm like delusional. This morning was so rough. I woke up at 7:40, but because of the time difference, it felt like 4:40 in the morning. So I was like so out of it. And then my hair was like good like last night. Like I was like it was like a little greasy at the top, but like nothing like some dry shampoo couldn't fix. And like the bottoms were like really soft and nice because like my mom blow dried it for me because she's like the real goat over here. Um, so I was like, okay, yeah, I can go another day, and I don't want to like wash my hair all the time. But then last night was freezing because when Emma left, you're supposed to like turn off the heat or whatever to like save electricity and stuff or whatever global warming, and which is great and all. But then when I came, it was freezing, so I literally wore my sweatpants to bed. But then I turned up the heat to 75, so that was yeah. So when I woke up this morning, like I had sweat a lot, so my hair was really gross. But because I didn't think I was gonna need to change like my take a shower or anything, I set my alarm for 7:40, so I didn't have any time to shower. So this is this is my hair right now. I mean, it's not terrible. Like I didn't like look that bad during the day, but like I like felt like it was gross. Like walking around, I just felt like my hair was gross. So but like put a damper on things. um, and then what else happened? It was just like a normal day, which kind of sucks because like it was a normal day as of late. Being at school, you know. But today honestly wasn't a bad day. Like Tuesdays are fine. It's just the morning is hard and then everything else is easier. Um, Kind of a philosophical, you know what I'm trying to say, day to day. What with our talking English about we were reading Cannery Row by John Steinbeck, and it was talking about how like people aren't just like good and evil, and like people have a lot of like paradoxes and shit. And it just made me think about like how to stay in equilibrium and how like um I don't know, everything to me relates back to Buddhism. I'm not Buddhist. Um, I don't know a lot about it, but we learned about it for a couple classes in art history, and it really made me think about I don't know, just like everything that I've been reading so far has related me back to Buddhism with cycles and like maintaining equilibrium, like the yin and yang kind of deal. So I don't know, that's interesting. And then in our history, we're talking about the Vietnam War Memorial, and like obviously the Vietnam War itself is like super confusing and upsetting because it was like such a messed up thing. Like America did not need to go into Vietnam and do what they did, and the soldiers like raped a lot of the women and like did unnecessary pillaging of all the villages just because of a threat of communism, which honestly probably wouldn't have even happened. The global communist society that just like was not a realistic concern. Um, but at the same time, it's like, but you still want to commemorate the lives of the people who fought in the war and who lost their lives. But it's hard to do that when you don't agree with what the war stood for. And I'm sure a lot of the soldiers also didn't agree with it. So it's interesting, like, how can we commemorate these people while also not being disrespectful to, like, the Vietnamese people who are still facing the consequences of Vietnam War today and haven't fully recovered from that. But I think that the woman who designed the Vietnam War Memorial, if you know what I'm talking about, it's like this like concave black wall that's like inset into the earth, and it just has it's black granite, and it has 50,000 names of every single American soldier that died in the Vietnam War, and it just has their names in just a list. And I think it's very impactful. But a lot of people hated it because there was no flag. Like there was no, usually you see like with like war memorials, like giant American flag, and there was no flag hanging. And they want a statue. They wanted like a visual representation of the war. It was like the first time we see a giant art piece like that, which doesn't have any visual, um, kind of like visual aid with it. It's literally just their names in a black wall. And interestingly enough, a lot of people were like make the wall white. A lot of people didn't like that it was a black wall, which I thought was interesting because again, it's like I never even thought of it like that, but a lot of people are just into like black is bad, white is good. Which I think definitely has some racial undertones to it. But it's interesting that they really pushed for a white wall instead of the black granite. A lot of people, one of the quotes, I read the quote, and it's a protester saying, like, this, like, you don't need an education art history to know that, you know, this monument that they're trying to build, it's a hole, it's a scar, it's something that you want to, that's, like, shameful. And I'm like, well, no shit, that's what war is. War is a hole. War is a scar on the soil of America and on Vietnam and anywhere else that people are affected. And it is something to be ashamed about. Not that you should try to hide it, and they're not at all. I'm not trying to hide the effects of war, but do I think that we should be ashamed about the Vietnam War? Yeah, of course I do. I don't think that needs to happen. Well, I'm also a pacifist, so I don't believe any war ever is the answer. There are different levels of pacifism. If you care about it, I will talk to you about it. I'm not sure if you do or if you care about anything I just said, but that was my intellectual pursuit of the day. Other than that, I just played BuzzFeed quizzes with you in French and sat through stats and tried not to die. I'm not as far behind as I thought in stats, but I'm farther behind than I thought I am in bio. So that was cool. But yeah, that was my like school day or whatever. Got in a fight with Indy. Not like a fight, it was like an intellectual argument. Like, it got heated about the Vietnam War Memorial and whether or not it was political. And I was like, everything's political. A war, most of all, I would say, is going to be political. Whether the politics of the countries or the people's view on it, or like the way that she depicted the architect that was commissioned, like, depicted the lives of the people and the way she wanted the war to be remembered. Is political. Everything's political. I don't know. Well, that's just my opinion, and I could be wrong. But we just like talked about it. She didn't agree. And then honestly, English class. I'm not gonna say names, but some people just have nothing to contribute. But all they do is talk. Maybe you're thinking that's me right now because I'm not contributing much when I'm talking a lot. Hopefully I'm contributing a little. But oh my god, like, why? Why are you, like, saying something? You're just repeating what somebody else is saying. I don't understand. So, yeah, that was weird. But, yeah, so my day was not eventful, but it was a good day. I would say all in all, it was a good day. I wasn't as tired as I thought I would be, but I think that's because it's, like, it takes a day to catch up, so I think tomorrow I'm going to be exhausted. I miss my parents. I haven't seen them in a while. The fact is, I have seen them shortly, and I'm going back to not seeing them for a while. So it's like sad because like I miss their presence. And yeah, so I'm gonna go to the gym in a little bit. I'm just gonna settle down first. I really need to clean I think I'm gonna clean my room and then go to the gym. I don't know if I want to run outside today because the weather looks a little iffy. But I feel like if I go on the treadmill, I'm gonna be like, oh, I wish I was outside. I'm just gonna stare out the window and be like, I want to be outside. So maybe I will run outside. We'll see. You know, we never know what the future may hold. I'm gonna run outside. I'm definitely am. The clouds are very dark, but it's still bright outside. It's a confusing mixture. But I really need to clean my room. I don't know if you can see it, but oh my god, it's literally, it's a mess. It gives me so much anxiety just looking at it. My desk is a mess. I can't do homework. My desk is messy. So I have to do that first. But, yeah, all in all, it was a day. And now I will continue it and then tell you about it later.